Okay, let's begin the session. Yeah, this is like open session, no? You can ask your doubts here. Any questions from week 2? I'm audible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, week 3 or week 2 or anything, you can ask any queries.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, who is this?
Ma'am, will you explain the conditional execution?
Mm.
Yeah.
Conditional execution.
Yes, ma'am. Where we
Hello,
use
ma'am.
while, if, else.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, this is Satya. Can you please tell, will there be any mock test for computational thinking? Because I can't see anything on my portal.
Mock test. Mock test will be there before quizzes, no?
No, ma'am, but other subjects like maths and statistics, we are having mock test, weekly math mock test.
Okay, I
So,
will. Yeah, you write this question in forum or something. Will what? Will answer that.
okay, thanks, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Pavitra also has raised the hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Do you have any doubt?
Yeah, in graded assignment 2.
Yeah. Week 2 questions graded assignment are not discussed. Yeah, I think they are not discussed or are have been discussed. Okay. Okay, we'll go to that as well. Okay, first should I take the week 2 graded assignment questions or from week 3? Week 3, if you have any doubt, please ask. This is basically week 3 open session, no? That's why I'm asking. And then we'll go to week 2. I think Prachi has asked some doubt.
मम्मी बहन लोग को नहीं चलेगा तुम भी साथ में
Yeah, Prachi, you have asked some doubt, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any doubt in the question? Can you mention the question or something like that to clarify your doubt?
No, ma'am. I have a other doubt. That is why. It's an extra one. There are so many questions based on this conditions, if, else. That is why I'm asking.
Okay. Okay, I will explain.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
anyone know like what is how to execute the if conditions and everything? Anyone of you?
What is the question?
If she has doubt in if execution, if conditional execution, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just give me a second. It's not working. Why? Okay. I'm opening something to write and show to you. Some PDF. Just give me a second. Just I'm writing. I'm fixing my this screen. Just a minute. Why my pen is not working? Okay. Okay then.
Ma'am,
Yeah, yes.
I have doubt in graded assignment 3, question number 10.
Grade assignment 3 is deadline is not finished yet, no?
Okay, ma'am.
Sorry. Okay. I'll explain regarding the conditional execution first. Why this is going to this? Okay, conditional execution. My font is visible, right? Should I increase the font size? Conditional execution. Okay. Basically to check some condition. So what does this conditional execution statement means? Okay, if some condition becomes true, then only the statements inside that condition will be executed. Condition becomes true, then only execution will happen. So yeah. Okay, example is like if statement. So if some condition is true, if x dot max marks, I'm saying mathematics we generally use, no? Let us take example of student data set. If x is some card, and if I say if x dot mathematics marks greater than 75, then I'm saying count is just one variable. Let us take example as count is some variable. Count is 0 initially, and then yeah, if x dot mathematics marks greater than 75, I will say count equal to count. That should be small c here also. Count plus 1. Okay, when will this statement 1 this okay, this statement 1 will be executed? Prachi, can you tell, because you have asked this doubt, can you tell this when this statement 1 will be executed when you are iterating through the cards?
When the mathematics marks is greater than 75, it can be
Yes.
76, 77, something else.
Yes, then only this count equal to count plus 1 happen. Okay, if not, if I write here else here, if I have some else block and I say some count a, that is equal to 0, else count a. Yeah, Prachi, now can you tell when this statement 1 and when statement 2 will be executed?
Ma'am, this is a confusion.
Okay,
When this will execute.
okay, when the statement 1 and when statement will 2. Any one of you want to tell? Anyone?
Mathematics marks will be greater than 75.
Then which
Then
statement
the
will be
statement will be
executed?
executed.
Which statement 1 or statement 2?
Statement 1.
Statement 1.
Statement 1.
Okay, when statement 2 will be executed?
When they are not greater than 75.
When
Mathematics
the
marks are less
mathematic
than
marks are less
lesser
than
than 75.
75.
Less than
Less
75.
than or equal to, if they are if they if the marks is less than 75 or equal to 75, then count A equal to count A plus 1, that is statement 2 will be executed. First statement will be executed if your card's mathematics marks are greater than 75, then statement 1 will be executed. If not, it will come to the else block. Okay, if an else, if block is followed by else, if the if condition becomes false, then else block will be executed. At that time, count A equal to count A plus 1 happen. That is like when the mathematics marks less than or equal to 75, this statement, this if condition is false, then the statement inside the else block will be executed. That's why at that time statement 2 will be executed. Okay, yeah. Okay, I will add one more thing to add somewhat complexity to this, to make it some more complex. Yeah, if x dot physics less than 50. Yeah, Prachi, can you tell now when this count equal to count plus 1 will be executed?
When the marks of physics is more than 50, then the condition of if can be executed, and when the marks is less than 50, then the else condition can be executed.
Okay, this is what something I wanted to tell. Indentation is important. So here, see, first if has else block. The second if is not followed by else block. The second if is does not have else block, but the first if has else block. So when we will say that second if has some else block, if it is something like this, so immediately after your if, without having, immediately, like here you can see the indentation as well. This and this else, this if and this else are at the same level. That is one thing. Count equal to count. Okay, so yeah, previously there is no else block. Okay, let me come into this. This is not some coding, this is like I'm saying come in this. For now, imagine this is not there, like this else part, this else part. Okay, let me remind, copy paste this again later. Okay, now let us see, like when the statement 1 will be executed. Okay, see that if this if block, when this if block is ending, after seeing this flower bracket, closing flower bracket, then only this if block will end. If not, like whatever the statements which are inside this flower brackets, all will be this, all will come under the this if block only, all the statements. That means this if x dot physics less than 50, count equal to count plus 1, and this flower bracket, all this will come under this, the first if block, this first block only. This is first if block.
Not getting confused.
Okay, okay, I will tell clearly. See, see here how do you notice, like how do you know, like whether this if block is ending here? If block means like if followed by some condition and whatever the statements that are present inside the if if block, we will call it as block, the what, collection of statements inside that block. See here, if block is starting, how can you know like whether it is ending? So if block is starting, we will start if block by using this flower bracket. So this flower bracket denotes this is the starting of your if block, and you need to, and here this is the ending of this if block. So how do you know this is ending or this is this, or this is ending of this if block? So let us see. So here, okay, here also you have one more opening bracket, and immediately at the same level, this at the same level of your starting I, here also one, you have one more closing flower bracket. That means this is ending of your if block. So at the same level, see this I and this flower bracket is at the same level. That means these are at the, this is closing, what, closing of this if block. So this statement 1 will be executed if x dot mathematics marks greater than 75, and also this condition also must be true. If x dot physics less than 50 also must be true, then only this statement 1 will be executed. So if the both conditions are true, then only this statement 1 will be executed. Why I am saying this? See, because this if block is starting here and this is ending here, so whatever it is there, that will be the part of your if block only. So you, now let us imagine like you have card, you are iterating each card by card, and the first statement is count equal to count plus 1, count equal to 0, and count equal to 0. You have executed this, and then you have read this statement if x dot mathematics marks greater than 75. Okay, if it is greater than 75, then this statement will be executed. If the mathematics marks of that card is greater than 75, then only this statement if x dot physics less than 50 will be executed. If, okay, if it is less than 50, if mathematics marks is greater than 75 and it is less than 50, then only this count equal to count plus 1 happen. Okay, at the first time you have picked the card, and if the marks are less than 75 or equal to 75, then this all the statements inside the if block, all these statements won't get executed, only this else part will be executed. So count a equal to count a plus 1 will happen. Okay, is this clear?
In place of
Prachi,
if in the second, in the first statement, we can put and, so then the functioning is same
if you put, ah, yes,
in
that
place
is
of
same.
if and.
Yeah, instead of this, if x dot mathematics greater than 75 and x dot physics less than 50, if you say this, then these both conditions must be true, like x dot physics mathematics must be greater than 75 and x dot physics must be less than 75. Both conditions should be true, then only the statement 1 will be executed. You can do this in this nested if block also. Okay, now
Ma'am, only if one condition is true and second one is false,
then nothing won't happen, then it won't happen anything. Then
that
count
statement
a
means
equal to
no.
count a plus 1 also won't happen, because see,
Mm.
this first statement, first execution, first if block is followed by else. If the first condition is not true, then only this else block will be executed. If the first condition is true, and if the first condition is true, then it already went inside the if block, so it won't come to the else part. This else part, that is the first if block else part, it won't come. Okay, is this clear, Prachi?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay,
If
let me give another scenario also. Okay, else I will say, okay, previously I have written, no, just copy paste. Okay, can you tell when statement 3 will be executed?
uh,
Statement 3.
yes, ma'am. When the marks is less than 50, physics marks is less than 50.
You should notice, like when you are coming to this x dot physics less than 50, when will you reach to that condition? When will you reach that condition? After executing the first condition only, after executing this first condition, if x dot mathematics greater than 75, after executing this condition, first condition, then only you will check the second condition, right, Prachi?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, can you tell now when the statement 3 will be executed?
When the marks of mathematics is greater than 75.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
Yeah,
we have to
tell.
see the physics marks.
Yes.
Ma'am, may I again tell my question? One more I have.
Okay. See, I will tell this. Okay, first this condition will be executed, and then if the condition becomes true, if x dot mathematics greater than 75, if that condition becomes true, it will check if the card's physics marks is less than 50. If it is true, then statement 1 will be executed. You should check if this if block has else part. Yes, if it has else part. So if your card marks mathematics marks are greater than 75, but your physics marks are what, greater than or equal to 50. If your physics marks are greater than or equal to 50, then means that means this condition is false, right? So this
Yes, ma'am.
condition, yeah, else block will be executed. What is the else part to this if? This else part. This is the else part corresponding to this if. So this else part will be executed. Statement 3 will be executed, and that's all. It won't go to the else part of this count a equal to count a plus 1. The statement 2 won't get executed because if x dot mathematics greater than 75, first condition has become true. So that means it won't execute the else of that if block, right,
Yes,
Prachi?
ma'am.
Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah, that's
in one question I got it that if the letter count is greater than 5, but nahi. And if letter count is less than greater than 3, else the letter count is equals to verb. So what can we do?
sorry, letter count greater than 5 and letter count greater than 3.
I think I have tell it
It
wrong.
it was greater than 5 and less than 3.
Okay, and it is and, right? How can it be possible? Letter count should be greater than 5 and less than 3. That is
No, no,
not
no,
possible, no?
not and ma'am, not and ma'am. It was or. Sorry, it was or. A letter
Okay.
count less than 3 or the letter count greater than 5. Then the conditions were there. I
Yeah.
mean, the execution.
So, can you tell this is simple or only, Prachi? Letter count greater than 5 or letter count less than 3. That means which letter counts will come? Just try to think which letter counts will come. Prachi, you should answer. Letter count greater than 5 or letter count must be less than 3. That means which letter counts will come? Can you think?
Less than 3 means 2, 1,
Yes.
and greater than 5 means 6, 7.
Yeah, so on. 6,
Yes.
7, and so on. Yeah, that's all. If that condition becomes true, then the statement inside the if block will be executed.
Uh, Ma'am, there is no need to go in a verb condition because it is in else.
Yeah, if the condition is false, you have to check whether that if that else corresponds to that if. So here I will check, no. So here this if and this else are at the same level, right? That means this is the else part of this first if block. This if and this else are at the same level. That means this is the else part of this if x dot physics less than, these are same level. So you should check whether they are at the same level. And you, yeah, if that are the same level, then you should execute that else block. Okay, you should check which the corresponding else of that if block if the condition is false. Okay, if the condition is false, statements will be executed inside the if block. If it is false, then if it has else part, if that if has else part, then the condition, then that statements inside the else part will be executed.
Ma'am, in the case of greater than and less than, we can take the uh, verb sentence, the word which are verb.
Yeah, you should check for the condition, then only you should execute. That's all, nothing. Yeah, if you know the question number exactly, I can help you. more clearly.
Ma'am, it's a question of graded assignment. I get confused where to
Graded
use if
assignment,
and
second or third?
third.
3 I can't tell. That's why I'm not telling anything. If the condition is true, then the statements will be executed. If the condition is false, else part will be executed. If that if has else part. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, Anju has raised the hand.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask that these pseudo codes, we are not told how to write them, but we are told how to read them.
Yeah,
So
that's what you will learn in CT. You first has to understand like how the execution happens. Okay. Yeah, even in the code blocks also, okay, even if your options are code block, you will know the execution of that code blocks, no? If your options are also some code blocks, something like this, then you know the execution. Then you should check like if that code suits the if that option suits your code, will you get the desired output or not? Yeah, CT basically, then mainly you should understand how to execute the code. You should know what is happening inside the pseudocode. Yeah, basically. And sometimes you have, see, if you know how to understand how to execute, yeah, once like after come in the future weeks also, you will see more codes of this. At the time you will understand like, okay, what to use to code. Okay, what statement should I use to code? If you want to check for some condition, you know now, right? You should use if, and you should place a condition inside that if. So something like that, if you see more, if you practice more, then you will come to know like how to code. Yeah, basically mostly we won't be asking you to write the code, but mostly we will ask you like give the code, what is the output, or find the appropriate correct code block for this code, something like that we will do. Okay.
Ask my
yes,
question.
Yeah, yes, yeah, yes.
So, ma'am, I am having questions in activity 3.3, 3.2, and 3.3. In
Okay,
activity 3.3, 3.2, I have question number 2 doubt, means question number 3 of activity 3.2. I am having doubt.
okay, I will share that. This I should stop.
Also in 3.3 also.
Yeah,
Again,
sure.
means I have one doubt regarding that if and else part, means if you will write that code, then only means I will understand. So
Okay.
first, please solve this activity doubt
Yeah, sure,
because
I will solve. Yeah, the thing is like I have this problem with this pen. Yeah, I think why this is not working, this pen. Just give me a second, okay?
sure, ma'am.
Whenever we are free, we have raised hands, so I would like to tell about one problem.
Yeah, you can tell about the problem. Yeah, meanwhile you can
I
tell
also
the
raised the hand.
yeah, you can tell the problem. Yeah. Is it
Name, madam,
common?
so that one of them will be speaking.
Madam,
Yeah.
I have a doubt. Can we use a simple doubt? Can we use the increment in shortcut form, like in Python
Mm,
or
no, like you should do count
No,
equal
it's
to count
pseudocode.
plus one.
we can't do the shortcut plus is equal to, we can't use
Eh,
it.
no.
That's different. That's totally different from what you are doing with count is equal to count plus one. It is totally different. Here you are incrementing the variable. In that you means your memory is not stored when you do C plus
Yeah,
in C plus plus.
don't go to C++ that things, because some
Yes,
people
yes,
doesn't know anything here, so they will get confused if we
yes.
speak something some other out of box. Yeah, it is not at all required for us also. Yeah, wait,
Mhm.
just a second. Why this pop-up is coming? Yeah, okay.
Paga Dala.
So yeah, yes, your doubt is like
Question
third
number
three
3 of activity 3.2.
3-day
3.2.
assignment is question number 10.
Okay, will come. Actually, this is week 3. This no, we'll do this everything. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 3.2.
Question number 3, ma'am.
Question number 3. Yeah, assume
While
that.
the last option is the answer, while average is less than x dot max for a
Okay,
female person and
we'll do that. First let me see the question. Assume that we have computed the average maths mark and stored in the variable called AVG. So what AVG, first what you will do is like, yeah, you may think it is simple, but always you write this, it will be very helpful. You know, average will store average maths marks, some
average
denotion,
max marks.
max, some denotion you should give. If yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then yeah, now execute this pseudocode. Count equal to count equal to 0. We have started with count equal to 0. We have moved like while pile 1 has more card, pick the card from pile 1, moved card to x2. When count is incremented, when we increment the count, if x dot gender is female and average marks is less than mathematics marks, so initially
Yes.
our count is 0, and when it will be incremented, if gender is female, right?
Female.
and
Yes.
or
Average marks
and
is less than the mathematics marks.
and average must be less than max marks, right?
Yes. So what does this mean, average less than mathematics? Because in general, we calculate mathematics marks and then we
So
compute it according to average.
just give me a second. If I say 1 less than 2, that means 2 greater than or equal to 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, same thing. Average less than x dot mathematics marks, that means our mathematics marks, this card mathematics x mathematics marks can be greater than or equal to average. If it is
Okay, That's
greater
why
than,
that's
yeah,
why it's saying greater than for a female marks. And I thought that since it is less than average, so that's why it will be less than.
you should
I
check
totally
what
got
is
it.
our card is here, no? X dot max is
Yes.
like our max marks, our this current card's max marks. You should, when that will be
Yes.
incremented, it will be incremented only if that card, whatever the card we have picked, is of female, and its mathematics marks, the card mathematics marks must be greater than or equal to average mathematics marks, then only our count will be incremented. Yeah.
Now, I
Okay.
think it should only be greater than, right? It's not equal, no?
Yeah, no, the condition. So if I say, if yeah, this is like if 1 less than 2, the same condition. If 1 less than 2, that means if I say 1 is, if 1 less than 2, if I check that, it will give false, right?
Mm-hmm.
False. Yeah. The vice versa. The opposite way of checking this statement is whether 2 is greater than or equal to 1. So yeah, here we will check, strictly we are checking whether 1 is less than 2. That means that in the other way we have to check whether 2 is greater than or equal to 1, right? It's not only less than, it's not only greater than, equal to also must be included, because we have not said here less than or equal to. If I check if 1 is less than 2, if the condition is something like that, 1 is less than 2, that means the other way I can write like is 2 is greater than 1 is 2, is 1
Okay.
is less than 2.
Now,
Yeah,
let's take a
otherwise,
hypothetical situation where the average is equal to x dot max.
yeah,
So in
then
that
the count
case,
will be incremented.
uh,
Yes, count
maybe,
will be incremented.
but it is not less. Okay, fine. I mean, I'm not able to buy that logic that less is equated to either greater. I see your point, Nalin. I see your point. But somehow, does it make mathematical sense to see
Yeah,
that to
it
equate a
makes.
less than to either greater than
Okay.
or equal to? Anyway, let's not derail it. Maybe that's a thought. Maybe let me check up. Let's go.
Ma'am, if I use or in place of and, then what will be the output for that?
Okay, or when, or you should know the truth table, no? You should tell. Who has asked this doubt? Can you please tell when do you think that count will happen? Count will equal to count plus 1 happen. Kritik Jain, I think, right? Yeah, you
So
can tell. Yeah, yeah, you
that is
can
why
tell.
I wanted to ask the difference between and or.
So and will be executed if both the conditions here, if gender is, if x dot gender is female and x dot this average must be less than x dot mathematics marks, then only this statement will be executed. So and becomes true only if the both conditions are true. I will write the truth table of and. So the first one is like first condition, and second is second condition. Output is output of your and. So if the first condition is true and if the second condition is true, false, then the output is false. If the first condition is false and if the second condition is true, then the output is false. If the both conditions are true, the first condition is true and the second condition is true, then it is true. If both conditions are false, then the output of and will be false. So the and will be true only if the both conditions are true. Coming to or first condition, second condition, output. Okay, true, false. If the first condition is true and the second condition false, then also output is true. If the first condition is false, second condition is true, then also output is true. If the true to, if the both conditions are true, then also output is true. False, false. If both the condition are false, then only the output will be false. So or will give only one time false. So if both of your conditions are false, then only it will be false. And will give true only once. If both conditions are true, then only it will be true. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now can you try to answer
Other
this when the count
questions are
will
there
be
also. I am
sorry.
having other questions in activity.
Yeah, okay, let me finish this. Hrithik has
Okay,
like
okay.
continuation, no? Yeah, Hrithik, can you tell when the count equal to count plus 1 will happen?
Every time.
Every time. Okay, if my card is like, if the card we have picked is of male, and if the average, if the mathematics marks, the card's mathematics marks is less than average, then then the count equal to count plus 1 will happen. Will it
No.
happen?
No.
So yeah, if both conditions are false, then count equal to count plus 1 won't happen for or case. That means if it is male and if this condition also become false, then this won't be executed. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you can continue, Punendu Shukla.
Yes, ma'am. So
Yeah.
my next doubt is in activity 3.3, question number 3 and 4. Basically, I'm not able to get how to solve it and what even the question asks.
Activity
Because
3.3, question number.
3 and 4, yes, these two means I'm not getting how means they are calculating it, because percentage of high frequency words confirms that hypothesis that the frequency of word are short. That should be
I will
something
tell,
like
let
high
me
frequency
explain.
and short.
Okay,
Yes,
this
yes, ma'am.
is nothing regarding computational thinking. This is just mathematics. Okay. Okay, now you have word type, like the word is like high frequency word and it is long, like count is like number of such words. Okay, same low frequency and long, that is like count of that word. Okay, what percentage
Mhm.
of high frequency words confirm the hypothesis that high frequency words are short? So that should confirm your high frequency, like you, what percentage of your high frequency words confirm the hypothesis that high frequency words are short. So you have to find, from the total high frequency words, you have to check like how many words of high frequency are short. So the total high frequency words are high frequency words which are long and high frequency words which are short. So both is like
It's
total
80,
count
ma'am.
is 80. Total count,
80,
total count
80.
of your high frequency words is 80. Out of that, how many are short high frequency words which are short? That are 60.
60.
60 by 80, and you want in percentage. So multiply by 100. So what will be the output? 3 by 4. No, 60 by 80 means 3 by 4. That is 75. 0.
Mhm.
Yeah, 75. Yeah, same thing. Can you try for this second
So
fourth
it
question?
is percentage.
Yeah.
75 is actually the percentage and not the number of count.
Yeah, it's percentage. It's given, no?
But
What?
it means, but it says for 100, means in the question above, it says for 100 total means words. I
There
think
are
it's at the top.
100.
Yes, paragraph with 100 words, it says.
Yes, yeah. The total number of
That's
words in
why
our
we are
days.
multiplying with 100.
No, the in order to find the percentage, you will multiply by 100. Okay, it's
So 100 has nothing to do here.
in
It
a
is just
100 has.
total count.
Yes, yeah. Can you try the fourth question?
Okay, so percentage of low frequency words reject the hypothesis that low frequency words are long. So
Long.
basically, we have to find total number of low frequency words, which
Yes.
is in this case 20, and reject the hypothesis. That means low frequency words that are long. So that means 2 by 20. That will be 1 by 10 into 100. So I think 90%.
Yes, 90%. Let me check the answers. Yeah, it's 90%.
Ma'am, actually, means I am not
Yeah.
getting side effect of procedure. One side effect I got that cards are shuffled, but rest two I don't get. What are the side effects? Is I only get on one side effect. What other side effects are there? One is we can the card gets shuffled. That I
Yeah,
understand.
shuffled. Yeah, the other side effect. Do you remember the other side effects which was mentioned in the lecture?
I think one was that we need to specify what the procedure should do. But in lecture, what sir did was he didn't even specified how to do it. He just said that do this. And in this side effect of procedure, it says that we have to specify what the procedure has to do along with the variables also. Means what
I
variables it
don't
should
think
return or it
so.
should not return.
I don't think so. Let me check. Let me
Okay.
check. Yeah. Yes. Okay, this is not slide side effect of the procedure. Yeah, I think in the summary it will be there. No, just quickly I will
Yes,
go
yes,
to
in the
some.
summary at the very last.
Wait, wait. This will run here. Sometimes no guarantee is needed. Adding up mark. Sometimes no side effects are important to be aware. Okay, what are the side effects?
Implementation, I understood that it's the total logic that we need to provide. And what is that interface? I'm not getting that interface part also.
Interface means I will tell what is interface here. I will tell this. So interface should be same. So that means now yeah, you have some logic. That is one procedure. Let us take this as sum. Let us take the procedure as sum. It finds the sum of your mathematics marks. Let us take it finds the sum of your mathematics marks. Count equal to
Yes,
count plus sum of mathematics marks.
that's dot total.
Yeah, sum of mathematics marks. So yeah, this is sum is a procedure and it finds the sum of your mathematics marks and it returns that sum. That is the your procedure, let us say. Okay,
Procedure for some.
yeah. What does interface means? Okay, for this procedure what we are passing, we should pass some pile, some pile,
Some
no, we should
pile or cards.
yeah,
Basically a list of cards in simple.
yeah. Or else what we can do,
We
for every card we can call this sum. So yeah, that also we can do, or we can, okay, now simply let us take we are passing one pile here to compute the sum. it finally returns the sum of your mathematics marks. Let us say this. Okay, what does this interface means? Like if we give file to this procedure sum, it should return the sum of your mathematics marks. That means you can interact with this procedure by passing this file, and how what it will return, it will return some sum of your mathematics marks. That is the interface. And this logic, this is like how you are finding the sum is like,
That
it's
is
not relevant
implementation.
that is implementation, it's not interface. So you here you can write something like this also, in order to find the sum of x dot total minus x of physics plus x dot chemistry. That means from your total you are
Chemistry.
subtracting yeah, chemistry, that you can implement it anyhow. But the interface means if you pass this file, you should get the sum. The logic can be anything, but the interface should not be disturbed. Later you have found some better approach to solve this problem, and you can update this implementation. But the thing is, if you pass file, you should get sum of mathematics marks. That is interface. Like how can you interact with the procedure and what it will return. That is like basically called as interface. Okay.
Okay, okay. Understood.
Ma'am,
Yeah, yes. Pune. Yeah, yes, yeah.
ma'am, am I
Hashika?
audible?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, Hashika.
Ma'am, I have problems in the pseudo codes of three price problem.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, explain that also.
Ma'am, it is
Yeah,
so
okay.
confusing. Ma'am, I can't understand.
Okay, sure. Yeah, any other doubts which can be solved in less time? Okay, I think previously Hari Krishnan has raised a hand. I think I have not answered his doubt. Yeah,
I have doubt in question number 2 in activity 5.
question number 2. Yeah, we'll do this because actually the three price problem, right, will take time. We'll do this first. Okay. Question number 5 of question active
2.
In one thing.
2 of activity 5.
This one, no, the logic used by the procedure max to compute the maximum marks depends on the parameter that is passed to it. The logic does not depend on the parameter that is passed, no. The output depends on the parameter that is passed. So if you wanted to find, okay, the if you have max function that gives the max of, like if you pass if you want max of what mathematics, you should pass that argument. If you pass uh, okay, I think I should write notepad in notepad. Okay, you have some max procedure, the procedure max, and that basically takes some subject marks as input, subject marks as input. So basically this logic is like it will find max, whatever you pass, that will find the max of that particular subject. So yeah, okay, if you pass here mathematics, it will give max marks of your mathematics. If you pass chemistry, it will give maximum marks of your chemistry, so on. If you pass physics, that will be, it will give
Physics.
physics. So
Maximum physics.
logic to find maximum will be same for everything, no. If you wanted to find maximum marks of mathematics or maximum marks of physics or maximum marks of chemistry, logic will be same, right? Logic, there won't be any difference. Only the thing is the mathematics or physics or something. So what can you do is, like, while implementing the logic, you will use this marks variable. So while writing your logic, you will use marks variable. Instead of saying it as mathematics or physics or chemistry, you will write that. And while calling that function, you will call max of mathematics or max of physics or something like that. You will call while calling this, marks will be replaced with mathematics everywhere, and it will get executed. So the thing is, irrespective of the parameter you are passed, the logic will be same for everything. So in order to find max of total also, the logic will be same, but it depends on what you it like So logic doesn't depend on what you pass, but if you wanted to find different like mathematics or chemistry or physics, maths, you have to pass that argument, right? But the logic
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
same for everything. The question is that thing only, the logic, that means implementation used by the procedure max to compute the maximum marks depend on the parameter. So if you change, it won't be different for mathematics, no, it won't be different for physics, no, max will be same for everything you pass. It won't change if the marks, if the subject is different, it won't be different for different subject, no. In order to find maximum, it will be same for all the subjects. It won't change, the maximum logic won't change if you change the subject, right? So that is the question. What is the answer?
False. Madam.
False. Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am, activity 8.
Okay, activity 3.8,
Question number 5.
question number 5. Yeah, this is like you should know this subject topper procedure. In the subject topper procedure, actually you will pass the card, and this M marks here, whatever the marks, it will be like M marks and M physics or something. M chemistry sir has denoted. M marks means the cutoff marks, that is the third highest marks, and the uh, and M physics means third highest physics marks. M chemistry means third highest chemistry marks. So how can you tell whether he's a subject topper? He should have like scored at least means greater than or equal to
Equal
third
to
max.
third highest marks.
Yeah, third highest marks. So if the third highest marks are 000 for every subject, then in our score status set every student has scored above 0, right? So that's why it will give true. And in the second case, okay, he would be subject topper in at least one subject. He can be in maths or physics or chemistry. So in the physics or chemistry case, it is 0 maximum. The highest cutoff marks
Yes.
is 0. So the student is like will qualify this condition also. And in the third card, for the third case, like it is 0
Math
for
marks is
maths
0.
marks. So it will be true.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, in lecture 9 video,
Video lecture 9. Yeah, yeah, yes.
at timestamp 9:15.
Okay. 9:15. So what is your doubt?
And how this procedure comes. And play the video.
How,
This procedure.
yeah, what's your doubt, Pulkit?
Ma'am, this before and after, I don't understand about this.
Okay. So actually you want to match. Okay, here he is coming from, he belongs to which noun?
Swaminathan.
Yeah, Swaminathan.
Swaminathan.
How will you know whether he is of Swaminathan?
We
You
will
will
go
go back
way back
till you
and
see some noun, right? That is
right.
name noun. So yeah, you have to go that before pron. Yeah, actually pronoun is like he here. Yeah, after is like I have to what just Y- yeah, because so why we are taking before and after, because the sequence should not be disturbed, no, when we are iterating over the card, the sequence will get disturbed, right? Why you need to store the after thing? Because you are going back, but while again while coming back, like after finding the card, you should start iterating again, no. So that's why you wanted to take the after position while going back, like you have to know the before position, like before also, right? Because you have to go back, and for that you have to keep track of the cards should be in the same order. So when you are iterating, it was Monday morning, so it will go to last, and was will go to last, and Monday will go to last. But while iterating, you want it to be in the same order. That's why you are taking the count, like before position and after position to come back, and the pronoun. That's all. Yeah, this order should be maintained. The thing is, like, importance is like the order. You should maintain the order of your cards while iterating. That's all. Yeah. But if you iterate this, if you iterate normally, you will just lose the order of your cards. Here, keeping order of your cards is important. Keeping the way when it is coming, whether it's first word or second word, that is important. That's what the thing is, like, you should know that this is like side effect of procedure. You have to keep the trace of all the things. If you iterate it normally, you will lose everything, because you will lose the order, and you will end up with some wrong output. Okay, that's all. Yeah.
Ma'am, just because we have to keep order here, we have to keep track of before and after.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think, yeah, if no other doubts are there, then we can go to the
Ma'am, I
main
am having
problem.
doubt.
Who is this?
Ma'am,
Yeah,
for
of course.
ma'am, actually, there is I have just a small query. Suppose
Okay.
there are three if conditions which are parallel. For example, one if condition starts and ends, then a new if condition starts and ends, and like that there are 7 or 8 if conditions,
That means
and those all are
you won't
working.
say, you can't say it's parallelly. That means nested. So I will say what is nested.
No, that's not nested. It's just one if condition starts, ends, and
Okay.
then a new if condition at the
Yeah.
same
Okay.
indentation level starts.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in this case, suppose if we find something which returns for the first statement or second statement true, then
Mm.
will we check for the rest of the if statements,
Yes.
or will we not
Yes.
check?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to check. So first, so you are executing the program. This is normal execution.
Hmm.
You will encounter this first if. Okay, if it is true,
Hmm.
then only this statement inside the if condition will go. If it is false,
Hmm.
then this you will go to the next line of your code. The next line of your code is this second if. The second if will be checked for the condition. If it is true, statement will be executed. Yeah, statement will be executed, and this flow, like, you have come here and you have another if. So the next line of your code is the another if, then this condition also will be checked. So if they are at the same level of your code, yeah, everything will be checked. Okay, but if
Okay.
if you have if inside that, that will be executed only if the first if is true. Otherwise, this if will be
Yes.
skipped. Yeah.
Yes, that's the
Hello.
logic of nested if. And again, if we are having nested procedures, for example, and it says, for example, a card X, and later is changed to card Y. Suppose we are having two tables. For example, if we go by table, there is one example in which there was table 1 and table 2. And in those tables, suppose a procedure takes table 1 and returns some value returns some value, and then that then also takes means a new procedure takes a value from the table 2, then which procedure is more dominant? Means what will be the value that we will take? For example, if we say some marks, some word length, and then the total number of words in that particular sentence, which is noun.
Okay, you
There are
have
two
that.
procedures.
Okay, I just wanted to know, you have procedure something one. Inside the procedure one, if you have some other procedure you are telling, or what is your.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Inside that nested, that means inside that procedure. So
Yeah,
will
yeah.
it follow the same
When
if else logic?
yeah, let me finish. When this procedure 2 will be executed, this will be executed only if you have called the procedure in procedure. So if there is some statement inside this procedure which calls this procedure, then only this procedure will get executed. If not, it will go to the other statements which are inside your the first
But for
procedure.
example, But for example, procedure 1 takes table 1 and procedure 2 takes table 2. So what will we use in procedure 2? Will we use procedure table 1 for that procedure or table 2 for that procedure,
Yeah,
because
you
it is
should.
present
So
inside?
if you wanted to call this procedure, you have to pass the
Hmm.
required parameters. So that should be
Hmm.
computed and you should give that. So inside the
And
procedure one,
suppose we
whatever
want
they
to do
state.
operation.
Yeah.
Suppose we want to do operation on the procedure 2. Procedure 2, once we get some value, we want to do some operations. Then should we use table 1 for that procedure, which is the parameter for procedure 1, or should we use table 2?
Yeah, you should know this. The function, this procedure 2 won't get executed until and unless you call that procedure. So you have to call inside your procedure 1, that is like procedure 2, and you should pass something.
Mhm.
Yeah, it like you should pass some information here, whatever it, the valid information it takes. So that is like all the, this is like, this depends on the procedure 1 only. The procedure 1 should pass the appropriate what appropriate data for procedure 2, then only that procedure 2 will get executed. So it does not check whether it's table 1 or table 2 or something. Name is not specific. So if you say procedure max, it takes some marks. You while calling
Yes.
this, yeah, while calling this procedure max, you can give some int like 90 or something like that, or yeah. Okay, if it takes some value 90, some number, then you should give numbers only, max of 20 or something
But
like
I am
that. But
talking
if
in
you
context to tables, ma'am.
yeah, in context to table, if it takes table here, if it is table 1, yeah, here you can give any table, max of table 1 or table 2 or table 3 or anything. You, that must be a table, that's all. The thing is, it's not
But
name
what we will
specific.
do inside that nested means first procedure we do. Okay. Suppose we called the first procedure, we got some value, and we got some value. And for the second procedure, should we use the same table that we passed to the procedure 1, or should we use a different table which was the side effect of procedure that happened due to calling of procedure 1? That's the
Yeah,
main question.
okay, you understood, right, when the procedure 2 will be get called.
Yes, yes, I totally understood that.
Yeah, yeah, order doesn't matter. Whatever table you pass, that will take and it will get executed. it's it's that's all, like whatever information you pass, that information it will
Mhm.
take, and that data only will be proceeded, and that execution
Mhm.
will happens with that data only. it so if you wanted it to be in some manner, it's the implementation choice, like you have to implement it properly.
Okay, okay. So
When I
because
said
this was some type of question that appeared in the qualifier exam, and that time I got it wrong. So that's why I want to clarify this.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, any other doubts?
Ma'am, in activity 3.7, question 1.
3.7 question 1. Okay, if the student has topped the class in terms of total marks obtained, which of the following statements are true? You know, right, what is the condition to get an award for our award for this for top three prize problem you have, no? What are the conditions to get a prize? The condition is like, Afros, can you tell what are the conditions?
No, ma'am. Can you explain it?
Yeah, the conditions are like, the student must be topper, that means he must have got some highest total, he must be in top 3 according to the total, and he must be top in at least one subject. Like I will write this, that then it will make sense more to you. The many students will be having this doubt. When actually a student will get prize, he must have that highest, like top 3 highest in terms of total marks, in terms of total marks. And yeah, and the second condition is like, he must be a subject topper, in top 3 top 3 among at least one subject. Top 3 in at least one subject. Among top 3 in at least one subject. So yeah, three prizes we will give, at least one of them should be of different gender. That means two boys, one girl, or one girl, two boys, or one yeah, or yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
at
That's all.
least one boy
One
should be
different
there.
one different gender, like either
Yeah,
girl or boy.
boy.
Like if two girls, one boy must be there. If two boys, one girl must be there. That's all. Gender is also important. Top
Mm-hmm.
three, that means he must be. So yeah, if you have, if the highest total, if the highest totals are like two, first highest total is 292 and the second highest total is 280 and the third highest is 278, so the student must have scored at least 278 in order to get the prize. And also he must be in top 3 at least one subject. So he can be in top 3 in mathematics or in physics or chemistry. Need not be like, he can be in 3 subjects as well, but at least is one criteria. He can be in top 3 in maths or top 3 in physics or top 3 in chemistry. Yeah, that's all. That means, okay, if the top 3 of mathematics is 95, 96 and 100, so he must score at least 95. The same, okay, at least 95 in any one of the subject. Okay, these are top marks for maths and physics and chemistry, let us take. So the student must have scored 95 in at least one of the subject, like either maths or physics or chemistry. And yeah, the other condition is one should be of different gender, either boy. If two girls, then one boy. Yeah, that's all. So let us go to our question now. Can you try answering that question now?
Ma'am, according to me, it should be that the student has certainly topped in at least one subject.
Okay, let us see. The students has topped in the class in terms of total marks. Which of the following is true? The student has certainly topped in every subject. It is need not be, the student has certainly topped in at least one of the subject. It also need not be correct. So yeah, the thing is like, the student might get top total is like, his total can be more, but he might not have topped in at least one subject also. That can be case also. Okay, I will give one example to this scenario. Let me stop the presenting. Yeah, I will give one example also to this scenario. Okay, student, the total is like 290. Two highest total is like 280. Let us take highest total is 280, and the like third highest total is 280. Let us take this. What is the question? The student has
Top
topped
the
in terms
class.
of total marks. That means he has
Hmm.
got at least 280, but his marks can be like this, no? 280 by 3. What is 280 by 3? 3 is 24. Okay, 9 is 27. 93. Okay, he might have got 94, 94, 94 in all the three subjects. 94. But the top cutoff marks of mathematics is like, he should have got at least 95. For physics also at least 95. Top, like cutoff, like third highest. And third highest marks of chemistry is 95. Yeah, he has got total till 280, still 280, but he has got only 94, 94 in all the three subjects. He has not topped in any one of the subject, in any maths or chemistry or physics, but still he has got highest total. So yeah, that's what this can be also the case. So that's why certainly you cannot use, the student has certainly you cannot use. Probably you can say he might have topped in at least one subject, but certainly you cannot tell, because there are some cases which violate that condition. The student may not have topped. This is may not, that means it can happen. yeah, the condition we have seen is the student has not topped in any subject. Yeah, this can happen, no? The student certainly, you cannot tell anything exactly because you have not provided with enough data, the marks, what is the
Okay,
highest
so
marks.
ma'am,
So
here it becomes an exception case, right? So, that no one is, he's not, he has not topped in any of the subject, but still
yes,
his total marks are like he has
yeah,
topped the class. But
yes.
here one question comes ki, how we will get to know that when he has at least topped in one of the subject, or he has not topped in any of the subject?
Yeah, if you don't know, you should not use the certainly word. Certainly means surely. Surely you can't tell, right? Surely
Oh,
the student
okay.
has, yeah. May means that's probability, chance. Okay, there is
Hmm.
chance of topping. Have not topped in any subject, chance. Okay, you cannot tell anything for sure. So that's why certainly is you cannot tell. So you can tell it probably, or
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
ma'am, in a
Um,
graded assignment,
Yeah, graded assignment.
meant 2, question number 8.
Okay, graded assignment 2, question number 8. Yeah, if this if this graded assignment has taught in any in the previous session, we can just rewatch that. If not, I will just continue because yeah, there are some other doubts also, no, that's fine.
Okay. Ma'am, in the previous section, it was like true or false, but in this case, it is like equal to 0. So I'm not getting how to actually connect it.
Okay, I will. Eighth question, no, anyone has doubt regarding this question? Anyone has doubt regarding this question? Just let me stop this once.
Ma'am, I also have a doubt in this question.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. We'll explain this first. So we have just another hour late, 1 hour, under 1 hour. So we have to finish all the things quickly. Yeah, okay, let's go to the question. So the following pseudocode is executed using the scores dataset. What will count represent at the end of execution? The pseudocode is executed using the scores dataset. We want what count represents. So just see here, while going through the question, when count is actually, when we are using count here at the line 15, no, line 15 only we are incrementing the count. When we are incrementing the count, if c equal to 0, if c is equal to 0, then only we are incrementing the count. Okay, now you go to the code. While pile 1 has more cards, okay, read the top card, c equal to 0 initially. That means c increment should not happen. C equal to c plus 1 should not happen. C should be 0, then only count will increment. So when c will be 0, when it won't get updated, okay, it will be updated if x dot mathematics marks greater than 75. So your mathematics less than 75, 76. So your
Yeah,
mathematics marks must be greater than
76.
equal to 76. Your mathematics marks must be at least 76 in order to increment your count. Same, all the three conditions must be satisfied. Same condition for all the three things, no, physics and chemistry and everything. C will be incremented, but you don't want C to get incremented. C won't be incremented when the student has scored at least 76 marks in all the subjects, then only.
Ma'am, sorry for interrupting, but here equal to sign is not there, right? So how we can tell that it should be at least 76? It should be greater than 76, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. No, if I say like 1 less than 2, that means if I say 1 less than 2, that means other way of telling is 2 greater than or equal to 1.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, same thing. So mathematics marks must be at least 76. Physics also at least 76. Chemistry also at least 76 in order to make this happen. Count equal to count plus 1. So when count is getting incremented, when C is 0. When C is 0, C will be 0 if all the subject marks are above 76. So what count finally will represent? Counts the number of such students who has scored at least 76 in all the 3 subjects, right?
Yeah.
The answer is more than 76.
Yeah, but the answer is more than 76.
More than 75.
75, yeah, yeah.
More than 75 means 76 onwards, no? More than 75. That means starting from 76.
But the condition is
For the sports data set, you will get why it's 76. You have to apply that logic on the scores data set. It is related to scores data set. In general, it will be less than. But if you
No,
go for
no,
the
you don't say you don't want to check over the score
But
status,
but still,
iterating everything.
ma'am, the condition is like less than 76. So
Yeah,
below,
I
like below
have
76,
told,
everything
right?
would be like counted. I
Okay,
mean, the count would
okay,
be incremented.
okay.
But for 76 and onwards,
So
that
less
would
than,
be like that.
just let me talk. So x dot mathematics marks must be less than 76. Okay, if condition, this is if condition, C equal to C plus 1 will happen, right? Okay, now I
Hmm.
have got a card of mark 76. Then whether this condition is true or false?
Also,
False.
False. So this won't happen. We want that one only, no. We want the C equal to C plus 1 should not happen, right? C must be 0. Okay, if I take card of 75, then it will C equal to C plus 1 happen, right? 75. If the marks is 75, 75 is less than 76, C equal to C plus 1 will happen. But if the card marks is 76, then this condition is false. C equal to C plus 1 won't happen, right? The condition won't get executed, the statement won't get executed. So he must, for 77 also the condition will be false. From 76 onwards, 76, 77, 200, whatever the marks, the condition will becomes false. C equal to C plus 1 won't happen. So the student must have scored at least 76. That means greater than 75, more than 75 marks he must have scored in order to, yeah, in order to not to update the condition. Is it clear now?
actually, I did it a little bit differently. Means what I did was I went to the sports data set and saw there's one card was there where each of the value was less than 76 for mathematics field, physics field, and chemistry. It was the highest card actually. So I thought that we can get C is equal to 0. Then means the same logic that you applied. But I first visited to the sports data set.
Yeah,
So
that's
was
what.
it right
See,
approach
no,
also?
yeah, the thing is you won't be given with scores data sets. Every card you won't be provided in the exam. The thing is they will
Hmm.
just give a template. I think you might be familiar also. They will get a template of the scores data set that
Yes.
will have just one card, how one the representation of single card. So the ideal way is like just execute the code by yourself without taking the data set. If the data set is mandatory, then only you should use that data set. That means if some counting is required, if you wanted to count the number of cards, if here if you want the correct number, how many students has got at least 70 what
Ma-
76.
Madam, is the condition is the only C increment when the mark is less than 76 max. That is the is it the condition? The math authorities.
Yes, yeah, yeah, that is
Then is
condition.
so the C count represent less than 76. Is it
Less than 76 means,
less
yeah,
than
see, the question is asking about count equal to count plus 1. When count equal to count plus 1 happen, it will, when it will be happen, when C equal to 0. C should not be incremented. C, when C won't be incremented, when the student has scored at least 76. C will be incremented if he has scored less than 76. Like if he has scored 75 also, then also C will be incremented. But if we have scored more than 75, that means 76, then C won't get incremented. So C won't get incremented, then count will be incremented. See, if C is 0, then count will be incremented. So count finally represent the number of students who have scored more than 75 in all the three subjects.
No, I think the argument over here is that, this lesser than you're
Yeah, that's
including.
what I told here, right?
So, Nalin, my
Yeah.
point is lesser than you're taking all the other options possible, that greater than equal to.
See,
But
if you
let me
just
complete.
imagine.
There are only
No,
few
let me
options less
complete.
than, greater than,
If
and
Okay.
equal
if
to.
I include not equal to, by that logic, this everything fails. So my conclusion on that is,
Yeah,
maybe
you
in a
don't include
practical,
anything. Just
yeah,
listen. So
right.
just take card of marks 76. Just check whether this condition becomes true or false. Check whether this condition becomes true or false. Don't take greater than or equal to case. Just check whether the condition becomes true or false. If the card marks is 76, whether the condition is true or false. Just tell me this. If your card marks is 76, whether the condition is true or false.
False.
Yeah,
False.
false. Then the
Yeah.
76 is not less than 76, it is false. So C equal to C plus 1 won't happen. This statement won't get executed. Just take the just take that scenario and check, you will understand it clearly. Why why I said like it should be 76. 76 is also possibility. 76 also we can take from 76 only, no? The confusion is why it should be 76. Why not less than 76 does not mean 76 also included. You have that confusion, right? So let's take a card from 76 and check whether this condition statement will get executed. The C equal to C plus 1 won't happen because this condition is false. Yeah. So that means even if the your marks is 76, count C will be 0. If all marks is count 76, C will be 0. Count equal to count plus 1 happen. That means student must have scored at least 76. Okay, yeah, you can ask Narendra now if you have
Yeah.
doubt.
Thank you, madam. The same graded assignment 2 and
But
question number 10.
mark max math is 75.
Okay, if the marks is 75, this condition is true. Yes, this condition is true. C equal to C plus 1 happen. 75 is less than 76, no? So C equal to C plus 1 happen. So the count won't be incremented, no? Count won't be incremented. So that's why it is mentioned in the options like more than 75. More than 75. That means from 76 to 100.
Okay, madam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, yes.
Graded assignment 2, question number 10, ma'am.
Grade assignment to question number 10.
Yeah. When is the statement 2 will be executed, madam? See, for example, if we have the cards, if word ends with full stop, then
Yeah,
whatever is there
statement 2
inside the
will.
condition.
Yeah, if the word is ending with full stop, this first, if a equal to b will be checked. If a equal to b, then count equal to count plus 1 happen. If a is not equal to b, then it will go to the second if block. If a greater than b, that means this statement, this if block has ended, the next point of execution is this only. If a greater than b, if a greater than b, then b equal to a and statement 1 will be executed. Okay, if a is not greater than b, if a is not greater, this condition is false. If this condition is false, then this if block won't get executed. The other condition inside is like statement 2. So statement 2 basically will get executed whenever your word is ending with full stop. The statement 2 will be executed. Okay.
No. Okay. Which means A is equal to A plus 1. After that, the if condition starts. When it is not with full stop, it will go to check up A is equal to B or not. In first condition, A is already 1 plus
So
is there.
no. See, you will go through. You are going through your pile of cards. So
First.
first a equal to a plus 1 will happen after seeing first card. Okay, it will check whether the first card is ending with full stop. If it is not ending with full stop, if your first card won't end with full stop, no, it was Monday morning, that is not ending with full stop. Actually, first card is not ending with full stop, so this everything it won't execute. So this if block is ending where? It is ending here. Just check the indentation here. So all these statements inside the if block, all these statements will be skipped. So it will go to move x to pile 2. So that current card you will move to pile 2, and yeah, you will start, you will be still
No,
in this while loop,
no,
and you will check go for other card. Yeah,
no, if it is not ending with full stop, in fifth line it is checking whether it is ending with full stop or not. If it is not ending, where it will go?
it will go to, so where this if block is ending, just see the closing bracket for this if block. This is the closing bracket for this if
8.
block now. Yeah, so this all statements inside this if block will be skipped. It will go to line number 15.
So okay, the count will not happen at that time. Then the next it will go to the number
Next
5.
card.
It will go
Yeah,
to number 3.
yes. It will go to the number 2. While pile 1 has more cards, the
Okay.
while loop will be still executing. So yeah, it has more cards, then it will go to the other cards. Same. A will be incremented and will check whether the card is ending with full stop.
So
Then
after some
if not,
time, it will end with full stop. So that
yeah,
time it will go into if A equal to B or not.
yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay, if it is equal, then it will count will increase. If it is not equal, it will check A is more than B.
So yeah, this if A greater than B will be executed even if A equal to B also. If A equal to B, it will check first. Okay, if the condition is true, if A is same as B, then count will increment. The second condition also will be checked. This if A greater than B, that also will be checked because they are at the same level, right? So after this if block must be executed even irrespective of whether this condition becomes
Here
true.
only that line number 9, if A is greater than B, for example, in this statement, uh, B is presently a 0, no, madam, until that full stop
Yes,
happens
yeah, yeah, then B will
0.
be
So is
assigned
A
to
will
A.
always be equal more than B only. If it is
Not
more than B,
always. Yeah, in the first, only for the first sentence A will be greater than B, so B will be made to A, and then you have to
initial.
reinitialize. Yeah, A to yeah, 0. Yeah,
What is A equal to B means?
yeah, that means both. uh, if the okay, the previous sentence and the current sentence, the previously you have seen one sentence, let us take like word status is like it has sentences, no. So while you are iterating, B is like max. B will store the count of the words in the, so okay, if the first sentence is of length 5 and if the next sentence is of length also 5, that means A equal to B. A is like holding the current sentence length and B is holding the maximum sentence length which you have seen so far.
Okay, okay, okay.
So if
Okay.
both the sentences are of, if both the sentence, if the first sentence and the second sentence are of same maximum length, if the both sentences have the same maximum length, that means two sentences have the maximum number of words, so count is incrementing. But if you are seeing the maximum sentence for the first same, that means if the current sentence length is greater than B, A is greater than B, that means the current sentence length is the whatever the previous sentence greatest length, then B will be set to new A. The new maximum variable will be updated. That is, B will be updated to A. And you have seen the first sentence so far, no? That means you have seen the longest sentence now. So count will be made to 1. And yeah, after the word and sending with the full stop, that means A must be set to 0 again. You should count the number of words in the new sentence. That's why A must be 0 in every
Oh,
in all the, yeah.
yeah. If A equal to just checking how many same
Okay,
numbers.
yeah,
Okay.
if yeah, if your previous max like if the previous sentence like which has 5 letter count, that is maximum so far you have seen, it will
Okay.
check whether the current sentence also has a 5 words.
Then
Okay,
its
if it
count
has a five
increases.
words that means it's also maximum length sentence so far, so count will be incremented. If not, if the current sentence length is 6 and if your previous length is like 5, no, till longest
It
sentence
will
we have
not
seen,
execute it.
yeah, so then it won't execute, it will go to the if a greater than b, yeah, that will become true, 6 greater than 5 and b equal to a will happen. And yeah, count, now you have seen the first longest sentence, no, now the sixth letter count, so count will be 1. At the time count you will set to 1, and then a must be set to 0 because you need to count the number of words for the new sentence. If you keep 6 as it is, then the new, after seeing first word in the next sentence, it will a will be 7, that you don't want. So that's why at the end of every sentence, at the beginning of next sentence, a must be 0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am. Narendra, thank you very much.
yeah, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, yeah,
Ma'am,
any other
in activity 3.5, question 2.
3.5 question 2.
After this, can
Okay,
you explain
yeah,
the pseudocode
3.5
for
question
3
2 is
plus?
already explained.
Yes, it is already.
Already explained in the session only itself. Yeah, you can just look like just 20 minutes back or something, I have explained it. It will be like 2-3 minute explanation, that's all. Okay, Pune and Shukla is, as many people are
Yes,
waiting
yes,
for
ma'am.
doubts. Yeah,
Okay, so I think that we can't do that pseudocode for 3 plus problem, right?
yeah, we'll see whether people, any others doubts.
Yes, ma'am. I have doubt in practice assignment of week 3,
Okay,
question number 9.
yeah, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
have you executed this?
Yes, ma'am. I have, in my case, I think the answer is the first option, but according to here, the answer is the third one. So I could not get that
Okay,
from
I
which
will
point the
tell.
pair initiates. Yes.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, just here see, count is initially 0 and the iteration we are starting. So, while that means we are doing nested iterations now here.
Yes, ma'am.
While table 1 has more card, read the first card.
Yes.
Move x to table 2. While table 1 has more card, read the first card. Count equal to count plus compare something of x dot total comma y dot total. And
Yes.
count equal to
So,
compare something of y dot total comma x dot, compare something procedure you should execute.
yes.
So in the compare something procedure, you are comparing two totals, x total, the first card total and the second card total. Let us take x as first card and y as second card. So if a greater than b, then return -1. If the first card is total is greater, then -1 will be returned. Okay,
Yes.
let us go to the else part. Else part, if a, else part when it will be executed, if the
When
a is, yeah, you tell.
when x total is less than y total or x total is equals to y total.
Yes, yeah, both the times it will get executed. So your confusion, so yeah,
My confusion is, ma'am, when x
okay,
total is greater than y total, it the count will decrease due to -1, and in the opposite
okay,
case,
I will explain. Okay, I
yes,
will
ma'am,
explain,
please.
don't worry. Yeah, now you have total as a, x total and y total I will take. So x total is like, let's take 240 and y total is 250. So compare something, what it will return of x comma y, it will return -1, right?
Yes, yes,
Y comma x, it will return +1.
plus one.
So finally you will add these two, no? Finally
Yes,
count only. So you are updating count only. Count will be 0 only. Count will be
yes,
0 only. Yes. in both the cases. Now you take a case where both totals are same, 240, 240. That means else part will be executed. So compare something of x comma y, it will return +1, and compare something of y comma x also, it will return 1. So count will be 2, right?
Okay. When x total equals to y total, it
And y
returns 1.
1, yeah.
And how it become 2, that part I could not get, ma'am.
Okay, count equal to count plus compare something of x comma y.
Yes.
Of x comma y I will write. So if both totals are same, compare something of x comma y will return 1, right? So
Hmm.
count will be 1.
Hmm.
Initially count will be 1.
Yes.
Now the second execution, second line, count equal to count plus compare something of y comma x. So both are having same total, right? Let's check which
Yes.
if block will be executed.
Hmm. The else
Which if
one.
else only. So it will also will return 1. This
Okay.
also will return 1. So what is your count value? It's already 1. So 1 plus 1 it will become 2.
Okay.
Count will become 2.
Yes, I got that. The second one, my y comma x, I could not got
Yeah,
that, but now it's clear. Thank you.
yeah, okay, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, any other doubts? If not, we'll go to three price problem. Purnendu Shukla is there or not?
Yes, I am here,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, okay. A doubt? You have any other doubts? Any others? Okay, if others don't have any doubt, then we can go to three price problem. In supplementary contents, lectures will be there, no? Lecture slides. Any other doubts if you can ask? Yeah, if not, we'll move to three price problem. Any others? So in order to distribute prices, what is our condition? We have to find the top three of totals, top three of marks like mathematics, physics, and chemistry. And the card you should compare whether he is in top three of total, or he has and he must be in top three in totals, and he must have topped in at least one subject. That means he must be in top three in in either maths or physics or chemistry, or he can be, yeah, at least one criteria is there. And also he must be that male female thing is also there. So first thing you have to find the maximum top 3 marks, top 3 marks, that is like first max, second max, and third max, right? So
Yes.
yeah, you have set all the max, first max, second max, all the starting value is 0, and then you have to iterate over the cards. Yeah, I think the code is also provided. So yeah, when
Yes,
first
yes.
marks, yeah, yeah, okay, when first marks, this max must be updated. If your subject marks is greater than this max, then the value must be updated, right? So yeah, while updating, you have to see. Sorry, why this? Let me stop once. I can't do alt. Okay. Okay, just the max is like first max top, second max is like second one, 0, third is third. Okay, now you have got a card of 90. So max variable is 0. So max must be updated to 90, right? So your subject
Yes.
marks is greater than max, so max must be updated to 90. Okay, max is 90 now. Then your second max will be, you have to update second max to current max. I will show why it is like the currently second max is 0 and max, yeah, previous max value it will be updated. Okay, okay, that's all.
So
Yeah,
it will be 0 only for
yeah,
second and third.
yeah, it will be 0 only. Now you have seen one card with mark 92. Yeah, if the card marks is 92, yeah, if the card marks is 92, that is greater than your maximum. No, 92 is greater than 90.
Yes.
So yeah, so what you will do is like if you say max equal to 92 first, if you say max equal to 92 and later what will be second max, it will still 0 0 only, you are not updating it. So what you have to do is you should update second max to, second max should become 90, because that's all. No, first max is 92 and second max is 90, that you should do. So first, before assigning max to current value, current value is x dot max, you should set second max to this previous max. You have not updated the previous max, no, that is like still 90 only, you have not updated it, so you should update it. So before updating your second max, you should update the third max also. Third max you should be set to second max. So so if you don't do this first, the second max value will be updated and you will lose the information. I have shown it previously, max will be set to 92 and you have not
Yes.
updated your second value. Same will happen for third max and second max. So first, after finding a card with the maximum marks, you have to update third max first to second max, and second max must be updated to max, and then only max must be used to set to 92, the current max. Okay, that is 92. That's all.
Ma'am, I
That,
have a question here.
yeah, yeah.
Here we are using third max, means basically we are shifting the values for third max to second max to
Yes,
max.
yeah, yeah.
But what if we use the concept of list that sir said in previous lectures? What if we
List.
create, what if we means calculate the means basically we sort the list and then calculate the first three values.
Yeah, then
That
that
will
will
be
be
max,
great.
second max, and third max.
Yes, yeah. The first three values will be max, like if it is in descending order.
But why we were not doing that here?
Yeah, because sorting requires some big algorithm. No, you cannot do it directly sort. So it requires something. And you are not introduced to list also, data structure. Yeah, that's why.
Sir introduced us to list in previous week, I guess.
No.
List
It's,
and
yeah,
list and
basically it's not very brief introduction, not in depth. So yeah, that's why. That's why. Yeah, you can take that is, yeah, you can sort and you can take first three values or last three values if it is descending or ascending. Yeah, based on that. Yeah. Okay.
okay.
The same. So yeah, the card which you have seen now 92 I have shown. No, okay, if your card which you have seen, like if it is like 91,
Hmm.
91, if the card is 91, your max is 92, that is 91 is not greater than 92, but your second max is 90, second max is 90.
Where are we comparing that, ma'am?
Why you should come? So you have got new card, you have got new
Hmm.
card, the new card you will check whether it is greater than first max. If it is greater than first max, you will update all the three values. Okay,
Can you
it is
please
not,
move to pseudocode?
yeah, if it is not greater than first max, if the card is not if if our subject marks is not greater than max, then you should check whether your subject marks
Lies
is,
between the two.
yeah, whether your subject marks is greater than second max. If it is greater than second max, then your max should not be updated, but the third max and second max must be updated, because you are updating second max.
Okay. And
Yeah,
similarly for third max also.
yeah, yeah.
So
Okay,
means
if,
each time we get a new card, we have to once we find the max, second max, and third max, we will keep iterating that. And for each, we will just calculate the means we will use the if condition to check that for each
Yes,
one.
yeah,
For
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it is
yeah,
something
that's
like band allocation, right?
it's something like
Band allocation, that grade problem which sir
yeah, yeah,
shared
yes,
before.
yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. Yeah, same thing. If the card which you have seen is like something like it's not greater than first max, it's not greater than second max, but you should check the third max also. Whether it is greater than third max, you should check. So for that, you will see whether the card is if the card marks lies in this second between second max, the card marks must be less than second max or equal to second max, then you won't update your second max, no. And if it is greater than third max, you will update just third max, because second max and third max are already holding the highest value. Okay, now you will get, if you know this top 3 marks, that means you can use this code to find top 3 totals, top 3 marks of individual subjects. That's all, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But here they are using again returning a field of values, max, second max, and
Yeah,
third
yeah,
max.
that is like because you need all the 3 values, no. If okay, while checking the students, you should check whether they lies in second max or max or third max. You should check. That's why. Yeah.
Oh, means why we are using bracket? Why can't we just use max, second max, and third max using comma? There is two brackets, right? So first
Yeah,
bracket is I totally understand it is inside return, and second bracket is I guess for list. But why we are using list there?
yeah, return just used to pass a value. Okay, but if you wanted
Okay.
to pass something collectively, then you
Hmm.
wanted some data structure to hold it. So list is will
Okay.
hold that values. Yeah,
Okay. But okay. Okay.
yeah. So instead of passing all the 3 values, you can pass some cutoff value, no? Third max.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
yeah, that's what we are doing in the in the next case. Or if your student value is greater than or equal to third max, then he is in top 3.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what. That's all here.
This is the end of top 3 marks procedure. Now
Okay,
moving on to girl and boys.
so instead of having, you want ID also, no? ID of the student who has scored the maximum
Yes.
marks. Yeah,
Yes, that
that's
will
what.
be more feasible thing to do.
Yeah, that's what. So here, actually, you are checking whether he is subject topper. That is like whether the student
Has
has
topped in at
topped
least one
at
of the
least one
subjects.
subject. Okay, this is like cutoff marks. Max 3, physics 3, chemistry 3 are cutoff marks, the third highest mark. So that means when you will see, when you will find a subject topper, the student must have topped in at least one subject, and he also in the top 3 total, no. So you will first check whether the student has topped in at least one subject, then only you are going to check his total. Then only you
So
are going to
basically,
check his.
parameters are Math 3, which means highest marks in physics,
Mm,
chemistry, and math.
yeah. Yeah, if the subject topper will return true if it is topper in at least one, like
Yes.
either max or chemistry. Okay, then if it is true, then total will be checked. Okay, if total is greater than max,
Maximum.
yeah, if the total is greater than max, third max equal to second max, every condition, every all these conditions, same thing which we have seen earlier. That's all,
Ma'am,
and the ID of the student will be written. Yeah,
I'm sorry for interrupting. Ma'am, the subject topper will, ma'am, they will be decided by the third highest marks or by the first highest marks.
third highest marks. Sir has told it is cutoff marks, third highest. Compare each student with third highest. M marks is third highest, P mark is third highest.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. So same thing. Every so this is the your final procedure. This is your final procedure. So you are finding top 3 marks of mathematics, physics, chemistry first, and then you are checking the card is in top 3 or not. If it is in top 3, you will find his total, whether his total is in top 3 or not, you will check. Like you will find, okay, you will compute, you will check total, where it is greater than max total, then you will update accordingly, and you finally you will come with top 3 totals, like third max, first max will be top 3 totals, and IDs are the IDs of those particular cards. That's all you wanted. No, you wanted to give 3 prizes to the students. And
Yes.
these conditions actually we have not checked here in the code, that is not given, like if it is stored, these are
Ma'am,
like
how to
boundary.
identify the boundary conditions in general for any pseudocode?
Yeah, I think initially you won't get idea like what will be the boundary conditions, but when you execute on the data set and you, if you have found one scenario like that, then you will understand this is boundary condition. Yeah, basically without some experience, it's actually it's difficult to find the boundary condition, but if you have to think in all the possible ways in order to get the boundary condition. But when you check
Means
the,
that comes after experience.
yeah, you have to see many data sets, then only you will understand, okay, this can, not only data set, you have to execute, while executing you will understand, yeah, this can happen. So this is one boundary condition. Yeah, this comes with experience, and you have to think in all the possible ways. You have to, yeah, then you will know the
Ma'am, what
boundary
about the
condition.
ma'am? Ma'am, what about the gender, ma'am? If we got the three toppers and that all are male, and then what we should do?
uh,
Filter
then
or
then
comparison you
you
can do.
should, in top 3, in girls there will be top 3, no, the first one will get the prize. The, like, the third max, the boy who has scored, who is in, who will get third prize, he won't get. Instead of that, the girl who has scored top mark, top 1, then that girl will get. Okay, if
Okay,
your
okay,
order is boy 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 and then girl, then that girl will get prize.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
got it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, any other doubts?
Will we get these type of questions in examination? Means these type of long form of pseudocodes?
Long form of pseudocodes you won't get, but the procedure which are covered, like subject topper, finding max, that procedure, individual procedures you can get, but they are like very meaningful procedures. You have to know that thoroughly.
So
Yeah.
these are the procedures that we can put in any type of means code. Means these are
Yeah,
reusable
yes.
pieces of code that we can use.
Yes, yeah, you
These
can use to
procedures.
find 3 longest sentence, like first longest second sentence, second longest sentence, third longest sentence, and first highest total bill, second highest total bill, third highest total bill. Only the parameters will be changing, but the logic will be same. Like the thing,
Okay, so
uh,
basically, I understood there are
yeah,
different codes or logic. Basically, we have to understand the logic how it is
how
means
we are
it's being
getting,
implemented.
yeah, how we
Yeah,
are getting top 3, logic of finding the top 3 is important. Yeah, it's, you can't ignore this long code because it has subparts that are reused in many codes. Yeah,
yes, we can reuse it. Like for example, that shifting of max to second max and second max to
yeah,
third
yeah,
max. That
that
can
is,
be utilized with word dataset also,
yeah, with any
and
data
even
set.
with some Excel. Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
yeah, I got it. Thank you.
yeah, any other doubts? How many participants are there? Okay, 30. Any other doubts? Yeah, you can ask now. We have another like 10 more minutes. You can ask. If that Prachi is there or not. Prachi is asked about if condition, whether she has understood or not. Nayan, you can ask your doubt. You have raised your hand, no?
Ma'am, these the codes which are being reused, ma'am, how do we know that a code will apply to a certain data set which we have applied earlier? It
Yeah,
can be applied to another data set also.
Yeah, the thing is like you can have highest total bill, top three highest total bills you can have. You can have top three highest sentence. That is, yeah, that is just by thinking you can understand like, okay, can I apply this to data words data set? Okay, how can I apply? You can just think, then you will understand, yeah, we can apply to find longest sentence, top three longest sentence. And also you can use this to find the longest word, like means letter count, greatest letter count also, and second greatest letter count, third greatest letter count word in your words data set, longest sentence, first longest second sentence, second longest sentence, third longest sentence. That's all. Okay, you have some sorting algorithm that finds, sorts the numbers, sorts your scores. Then you can use that sorting algorithm for another purpose also, no, to sort some other your shopping bills, bill amount data set also. Yeah, that's what you can, you should just think whether we can apply this to other things, then you will understand, yeah, we can apply. You wanted the motivation of the intention of the code is to find maximum. The maximum you can use on this any data set, no, you can if you have something related to numbers, then you can use that to find anything maximum.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, Manish has raised his hand.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, Manish.
Ma'am, I have a simple doubt. Can you explain Boolean?
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, booleans. What are booleans? Only true and false. True and false are booleans. Just give me a second. Mine, this PDF is invisible, no? The screen which I.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll see. Booleans are like true, comma, false. These are only the two values that booleans can take. Okay, when they are useful, when these booleans are useful. So if condition, no, some conditions, one greater than two, if you say, is it true or false? It's false, no? False. So two equal to one, it is also false. So these booleans,
Right.
the what is the return type of some condition is a boolean, no, return type of some condition. So in the if conditions you will check whether the, I will check here if x dot max is greater than 75. Okay, if it is greater than 75, then only the statements here, the statement inside the if block will be executed. If not, this if block will be skipped, the statement inside the if block will be skipped. So booleans are important in this case. And the other case is also like something. So you have one thing, previously we have seen one, no, c equal to 0, are you there? At that time count equal to count plus 1. I told like the max marks must be at least 76. Are you there at that time, Nayan? For the previous question
Yes, ma'am.
only. Yeah, so at the previous question, instead of saying c equal to 0, what you can say is like c equal to, initially you can make it as true. Okay, and you can see whether if x dot max, if max marks is less than 76, you can see. If it is less than
Yes.
76, you can set c to false. And finally, you can check whether c is equal to true, and then you can update. So one thing is like you can use this as flags. So if flags means like you can start with some initial flag. If something happen, you can turn off the flag. If some condition is you can initially you can start with true. If something happens that is not required, you can set it to false. And finally you can check it whether true or false, whether the flag is true. If it is true, then you can do something. If it is false, you can do something. This is just, yeah, you can use this in this way also in order to set some,
Okay,
you can
ma'am.
use it as flag. Yeah, and for condition also you can use, basically it takes only True, false, true or false. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
If I Mhm.
ma'am, what is use
Yeah,
of Boolean in this in computer?
yeah, in computer the same thing, no? So if many computers will understand like true as 1 and false as 0. True is some positive number and false is some 0 and some negative number, something like that. So yeah, basically, yeah, mostly in the computer language, in the like in the languages we will use boolean to check this conditions only, and to set these flags. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, any other doubts? Yeah, if no one is having doubt, then we can end the session. If you have doubt, then we can surely continue. Yeah, any graded assignment doubt of from week 2? Anyone?
The week 5 lecture will also come after this week 4. Or after quiz, the week 5 lecture will come.
Mostly before quiz only you will get week 5 content also.
But only week 1 to week 4, the
Will be
quiz
your,
will be.
yeah, you will be in your qualifier. Week
Okay,
1 to
ma'am,
week 4.
mock test has been done for statistics and math. For CT, when it will be?
Yeah, I will definitely ask this mock test for, okay, yeah. Yeah, I will type now only, if not I will forget. Yeah, I will ask in the team. And yeah, in the discourse or something also you write the message like mock test when it will give, so that it will be answered. Here now I don't know like whether they give response or not, but you write in discourse or forum.
I'm not.
Dis-
We are not able to join this course.
okay, you can use forum. In the forum you can write. In the forum also you will get everyday replies, no? So you can ask. Yeah. Yeah, I'm asking now itself. If not, I will forget. Okay. Mock test. Mock test. You are asking mock test for qualifier, no? For quiz 1.
Yes, ma'am. Mock test for quiz 1.
Okay, mock test for quiz 1. Yeah, I am asking.
For mock test for week 1 and 2 has been done for statistics mathematics. So I think
Mock
mock test
test
for
for week
week
1.
1 and week 2.
Okay.
Mock test for week 1 and week 2 has been scheduled for today for mathematics and statistics. We have attempted that, but we have not got from English and CT.
Okay. I don't know whether you have mock test or not. You write in forum. Okay, it will be answered. Yeah, okay. I have written. You can, yeah, you can write in forum also. Okay. Okay, thanks all. Yeah, if you have doubt, you can ask. If not, yeah, we can end this session, close the session. Any doubts? Okay, thanks all. Thanks all. Yeah, for joining the session.
Bye, bye, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay. Thanks.
Good night, ma'am.
Thank you,
Yeah, good
ma'am,
night.
for solving our doubts.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks.